What's up, everybody? Straight stealing that's from Spheria. You can see my Spotify. A couple things out of the way. I hope this thing is not in multiple parts. Internet seems to be holding, but yesterday I was having a lot of issues. A couple other things. Merry Christmas to anyone who celebrates. If not, happy holidays. It's the 24th, 25th, 24th of December. I'm like halfway through my winter break and I got so much stuff still to do. I still am yet to get like a single interview at anything, which kind of sucks, but like such is life. Do you have anything else to say? Not really. Let's get to it. Today, obviously, leetcode grind as always. But then I kind of wanted to do. I saw. I saw this video, watched it, and I have kind of a floating terminal. When I do like later T, I made like a Tmux terminal, but it's super scuffed, and this looked a lot better, like more what I wanted. So might just do that later, to be honest, because it seems cool, seems fun, seems cool. I'm really just procrastinating doing leetcode. All right, we shall start. Okay, what did I want to do? Maybe just continue the linked list grind? I don't know. At some point, I do have to, like, go through, and, like, actually learn all this stuff. But I really don't want to. I'm just gonna see how far just solving problems can get me. I know the thing I need to for sure learn that I actually have no clue how it works is dynamic programming, like backtracking. That, like, I definitely can't do these. Yeah, can't do those. Whatever. Okay. I also saw like a video. I thought this one was cool. I didn't watch the solution, but I thought the problem was like not too hard. Okay. Prove nth node. Didn't I do that? I could have sworn I did that. Yeah, I did that already. Merge to sorted, sure. Let's try these. I have no rhyme or reason as to why I'm trying them. I don't care. I'm just gonna do them. Oh, also something I did want to try. I guess I tried it in a different stream, but I think making a to-do list would be cool. Because I couldn't always like explain that at the beginning. But this is another like Spherio thing. Of, like, he's one of the guys that I watch. He always has like a little to-do or like tasks on the side, and I think that's really beneficial. Like for me as a viewer, so I might do that. Anyways, you're given the head of two sorted linked lists. Let's one list two merge the two lists into one sorted linked list and return the head. Okay. So 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 5. We can arbitrarily pick between the ones. And obviously 2 comes first. Okay, bit of paint. Okay, so what would I be thinking here? So I think we iterate over them because they're not guaranteed to be the same size, right? Yeah, they can be. Can they be? No, it can be different sizes. So I think we first loop over while they're both existing. Right? Yeah, because if two elements exist, we want to be doing them together and checking. So we hit it like with a while left and right, or left and right are like while list one, list two. And then we just check, and then whichever one is lower, we add, and then we move that one. And then once it's done, so say this one goes first, now we're here, and then like say we get to here again, because we're still, like we haven't moved this one, so we're on this node. Then what we'd have to do is at the end loop through the ones that we haven't done. Yeah, and then from there, since we guaranteed that this was done, then we can just traverse through this. Yeah, I think that makes sense to me. I mean, it's an easy, so it shouldn't be that hard. Okay. I do kind of forget the syntax. Like, one of the last problems I did, I like had a bad dummy pointer, which I've never like had before, and I was quite confused by, but it was in this. So how would you correctly? No, I added in. Because that solution just didn't work. Some like dumb.next thing. Because I need to create my own. I need to get rid of this blanket. My laptop is overheating me. Okay. Is it like dummy.next? No. I guess it's something like this. Something like that? I don't know. And then while list one and list two, we're just going to compare their values with list one. Val is less than list two val. Then we're going to set cur.val equal to list one val. We're going to increment list one. Yeah. Seems right. And then hit it with an else. Pretty much the same thing. So this is going to be list two. Wait, my motions are all off. Is there anything else we need to do on this? Kirk was Kurdo next. Ooh. Is that right? So essentially, like, we start off with, this is going to be none, starting off with. And then once we start iterating, like, say we pick this left one, or I guess this would pick list two, because I'm doing non-inclusive. Then we set cur, or I should do, because I need to connect it to dummy.next. I don't know the right way to do this. That cannot be right. That can't be right. I haven't done this this node thinking in so long. I think something like this will work, and then I'll just look at the syntax after. Wait, what am I doing? I need to build this thing, but I don't. Why am I blanking on how to build a fucking linked list, right? Hello? I know, like, the right idea of what to do. Chat? Chat, how do I make? How do I build a linked list? I have no clue. We're just gonna keep chugging along, and then maybe it'll come to me. Hee. Well, list one. So this just says like we're done. But list one still has extra stuff. It's pretty much just repeating this. That's something like this. Like this is close enough. Right? Right? Nope. Nope. Because I'm not building it correctly. Alright, how do you build a linked list? I'm gonna look at just the start of the solution. Recursion, no. Iteration. Dummy equals node equals. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. You afraid of AI? I'm afraid of a lot of things. Wrong. In terms of like pure job space, like yeah, it sucks. Especially because this is like to replace me, like not really. Because everything, at least in its current state, AI is really bad at systems programming. Like that's kind of what I want to do eventually, but I'm like not good enough to get there right now. But I don't know. We'll see. Obviously, I have no clue of that space, but just trying to get through it. All right. So, anyways. I just have to say cur.next. Equals list one. Oh, okay. Systems programming, can you explain more? Like low level stuff like Zig, like C, like Rust. So like making a program language, making a kernel driver, stuff like that. Or like embedded systems programming. That's what's really interesting to me, but kind of need to go through the basics first. Because as you can tell, I'm not the best programmer. Why? Why am I still not outputting anything, bro? Oh, I guess you don't need to iterate over them. That's fair. Because it's just like whatever's left. And then you can get the rest of it. What am I doing differently? What? Oh, grayed out next. I need to look at these, like think about these more, but whatever. This is pretty much exactly what I had in my head. I just had no clue how to construct the list node, which will just come with time. But at least I had the right idea. Is it optimal, actually? Yeah, it's optimal. Okay, cool. Good enough for me. Reorder list. You're given the head of a singly linked list, the positions of a linked list. Of length 7, for example. Sure. Reorder. Wait, what? 0, 6, 1, 5, 2, 4, 3. Okay. So n minus 1, n minus 2, n minus 3. Okay. May not modify the values of the list nodes, but instead you must reorder the nodes themselves. Ah, that's gross. That's gross. Okay. Wish there was a clear. Kind of a clear? Okay. Good enough for me. So we need to start swapping, essentially. Like, this is pretty much just like a pointers problem. It'll be so much better when I have a mouse to use at my house. When did you start coding? End of my senior year of high school, or like that summer. So like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, something like that. But I've put a lot of time into it. I'd think more than the average person. Okay, so the order is 0, n minus 1, 1, n minus 2, 2. Okay. That's very interesting. That's very interesting. So the first thought that is coming to my mind is but you don't know. You're just given the head. I was thinking of like the previous problem, or one of the previous problems we had was like you run a for loop of like until it goes to the end, and then like that's like a n, and then or like the end, and then the end minus n, kind of, because I want to be able to loop backwards. Because I need to, I'm pretty much, the crux of this problem is past the 0 point. Yeah, seriously, just recently, for sure. Because I kind of just did it for fun, like my freshman year. And I was like, wait, I need a job. And I need to get a job for some godforsaken reason. I need to do this. Even though I love building projects. I love building projects so much. This is like the only thing I really like about programming. But this stuff is not really exciting to me. But it's a necessary thing, so such is life. Anyways, the thing that I want to figure out how to do is make this like pairing system. Because pretty much it's like past the 0. It's a case of like, or actually, if you consider this 0, all right, let's add like dots to these. So this is the 0th position. And then this is n minus 0. No, it does pretty much just doesn't start at the 0th position. So we always start with the 0th, so we don't care about that. What we do care about is the 1 to n minus 1, like the end of the length. So what we always want to do is we want to kind of like, it's almost kind of creating this pairing system where then 2 goes with n minus 2, right? So I need to think of a way to do that, because it pretty much goes like like you will point to you, will point to you, will point to you, will point to you. So how can I do that? How can I do that? This looks like a bunch of angry smiley faces. That's so funny. My initial thought is just to traverse and get its length, to be honest. Because once I have its length, this problem gets significantly easier. But I'm trying to think of how I can do it in a single pass. Shoot. How can you do this in one pass? Because the thing about doing it in one pass is since these pairings are wide and then get inner, you need like to point backwards. I'm really trying to think about this. Because like if you had something farther ahead, or maybe could you do something along the lines of like you store this in a variable, you then like it could become a cycle detection thing is the only other thing I could think about, where like you store this one in the variable and then you go all the way to the end, and then at the end you then like when you check that the next one is none, we then point back to here. Ooh. No, but that's still n squared traversals. That's still n squared traversals because you would have to, for each node, go to the end and then come back and then go to the end and come back. Yeah, that's n squared. See if of n and of 1, yeah. Yeah, I hope by day 61 I can get something going. I just gotta commit. How are your leetcode skills? Dude, they're bad. They're real bad. I have not, until literally 10 days ago, I've not actually genuinely practiced leetcode. So I'm very bad at this stuff. This isn't like my strong suit. My strong suit is in building programs. So I need to aim for O of n and O of 1. Which makes me think I just have to do the length. It makes me think I just have to do the length. Because how would the length help me? The length would help me in the way of... how would the length help me actually? Length would help me such that... How long have I been doing this fucking problem for? Like 7 minutes? Okay. I'll give myself like 3 more minutes to think and then I'm going to check a hint just to be time efficient. Because a lot of the early leetcode things is you just got to expose yourself to problems. Okay, but if... Okay, so assume I had a length. If I had a length, then I could keep... Then I could iterate... Okay. I'm sorry, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining what I'm thinking. How do I erase everything? How did I just did it. leetcode. Yeah, I'm actually on his website right now. leetcode.io. He's cool. He's a cool guy. Okay. So anyways, what I'm thinking is I first traverse, I get the length. I then add this first one as like our dummy one. And then, so I'd have like not a slow and a fast, but like a first and a second. And the pretty much thing is like I loop over half of the length and then place the second at like half the length. So for this one, since I have a length of 4 at the end here, I would make it go to here. So second would be here. No, I still can't do that because it's not like these are matching. It's these are matching. Ah, shit. Shit. I'm gonna look at a hint. I hate looking at hints, but dude, I kinda had it. Damn, I should have given myself more time. Because I kinda had it. I just missed the step that once you split it, you would have to reverse this. That's what I did wrong. Ah, damn it. I was really close. I was really close. Okay. And I need to remember how to reverse a linked list. It's good practice. Yeah. So I just missed. I missed the reversal. I had everything else right. Even got the slow fast thing right. Okay. But you still need the length to get the fast and slow. Or no. So for fast and slow, you don't find the length first. The slow pointer would be at the middle. Don't you think that you should aim after something easier like front-end developer? Like, I should, but I don't want to. What's up, Ian? Front-end, this just doesn't excite me. I'd rather put in more time and try to find something that I really like and just grind out for it. Okay, anyways, let's try to implement this. It's gonna go so bad. I'm so bad at linked lists. Okay, so equals fast equals head. Or no. The slow and fast thing is like, fast just goes twice. So, right, it's something like this. Something like that, right? Sure, that's not that much more difficult. Right? Give me like a basic pattern matching thing, please. I don't need to imagine. Yeah, well, fast and fast and nice. Okay, I got it right. Hey, that's cheating. I'm just checking my work, bro. I'm checking my work. This is the same thing I had. I just wanted to check the slow and fast thing. It's not even like the end thing. Okay, so now we have slow, at this point, slow is the midpoint. So we have midpoint. So from that point, now we got to, but I thought you were supposed to use O of one space. You are. So I need to reverse from midpoint on. I also want to keep track of so I got to keep track of these places. Is that real? Yeah. So how do I reverse from this point on is the question of the hour. How do you reverse a linked list? Embarrassing that I don't know that off the top of my head, but hey, that's what learning is about. How would I reverse this? So just like, if I have something like this and I want to reverse, I need like a temp variable. Something like temp is none originally, and then, or like previous pretty much. And then I'd make the current point to previous. Previous is current. No, I store the temp of the next, so this one becomes temp. And then, oh my god, that line is so bad. Okay, so then we do, say this is our current. This is our previous. And this will be our temp. The drawing is horrendous. Whatever. How many languages are you good at? Good at? No, man. I kind of have a chronic illness of wanting to jump between languages. I haven't really stuck with a language. Like, the project I'm currently doing is in Go. I've done a lot of Python. I've done like a surprising amount of TypeScript for how much like I know, which is very little. But I've also like done C, done C++, done some assembly, ARM7. I really want to try Zig. Zig looks cool. But yeah, I kind of just, I've only been doing this for a year and a half, so I kind of did a jump. I'm trying to find what I like. Okay, so what did I say? I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah. So we store cur.next in a temp variable. We then make cur.next equal to previous. We make we make previous equal to cur. And then we do cur equals temp. So a mix of everything. Yeah, pretty much. It's bad. I wouldn't recommend it. Actually, I would. Would I? I don't know. Just because in the beginning you kind of want to get exposed to a lot of stuff. Got any job offer stuff? Dude, I wish I did. No, I haven't even gotten an interview. I don't know. My resume might just be awful. I don't know. I have some projects. Have one other like kind of internship experience, and I'm getting nothing. But we keep grinding. Okay. Anyways, so let's do the reversal. So since we're at the midpoint, let's set prev equals to none, and then we do while cur. We do what we said. So we said temp equals cur.next. We set cur.next equals to previous. Shoot. I need to keep track of previous. This is bad. I don't know if I should do this. Because how can I keep track of... this. What portfolio have you built? Like a portfolio website? I haven't. I really don't want to, if I'm being like fully honest. So I'll kind of just figure that out when I get to it. I should. But I don't want to do front end. Front end is so sucky. I'm really bad at it. I'm like not a UI guy. I just, like if it were up to me, I'd just use like raw HTML and just get the data on the page. Anyways, cur.next equals prev equals cur equals temp. Did I even remotely write? I have no clue. I don't know if this previous thing is going to work. But whatever. Who cares? So now in place we have two separated things. 0 to length for 2, and then why I zoomed in, and then length over 2. I think you should focus. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I'm doing, to be honest with you. And then second half of list is reversed. Okay, so now we need a loop over reverse. So we'll put cur equal to head, and then while there's the one ahead, then we hit it with, right, we just, okay, actually, Kirkle's head dot next low-key, because we always leave the first one, so we start here. Could be an option. I'm still exploring that during school, but as of right now, it's not really an option because I'm not smart enough to teach myself AI. Or at least I'm not focused on that right now. I kind of just want to learn software stuff. Okay. So we'd start at a head, because now we have these pairings. So a head.next, or temp equals ahead.next. And then we take ahead.next equal to cur. And then cur.next equals temp. And then we would want ahead to equal temp. God, I hate the way I'm doing this. Temp ahead is ahead.next, and then we make ahead.next point to the current, like, slower one. Okay, and then we move that one, and then we need to move cur. We need to move cur, but how do we move cur? temp cur equals cur.next. Cur.next equals head. Cur equals temp cur. Are still in university? Yeah, I'm only a sophomore. I'm a sophomore at Northwestern. This is gonna have all types of issues. Time limit exceeded. Let's go. And I don't even know where. That's the crazy part. Why would I? What? Why did it not be? ChatGPT. I'm so done with this. I'm so bad at leetcode. I can't do anything right. Give me basics. I don't know why this doesn't work. I thought process was to find midpoint, then reverse the list past the midpoint, then use a two-pointer type of solution to adjust the pointers. I'm also in my 5th semester of BSCS, but don't have much practice with programming. How do you not have much practice with programming if you're a junior? I feel like you should have practice about that, surely. The logic for finding the midpoint is correct. Yeah, okay. My reversal has an issue. You're reversing the second of but prev here still points to the node before the midpoint. When you execute cur.next equals prev, you're creating a cycle in this because prev is already part of the first half. If I get a job, would you quit school? No chance. I'm only looking for internships. I guess I should probably change it to like coding every day until I get an internship. I don't know. Thoughts? Because I'm only looking for an internship. When you execute cur.next equals prev, you're creating a cycle because prev is already in the first half. Fix start the reversal from slow. Sure. Dude, it sucks because I also thought about that and I was like, no, I can just look at prev from here. Womp womp. Hit it with one of these. Temp, so prev equals none, cur equals slow, temp equals cur.next equals previous. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Merging logic also has issues, of course it does. Incorrect initial point is cur set to head duck next, which skips the first node, but that's fine. I want to skip the first node. I'm just doing it for the degree, then plan to go to Europe to pursue higher education. I'm secretly focusing on it. That's cool, man. Dude, you got a whole plan? I got no plan, bro. I'm just coding to code. Obviously, I want a job, but like, that sounds so cool. You got a good plan, man. Okay, curse. But I do want to skip the first node, though. Low-key. Head should start at the head of... the head of the reversed. Okay. Okay. The fix is to use two pointers first and second to merge the two halves and ensure you terminate. Okay, so this is kind of what I was thinking, no? My swapping is just awful. First dot next equals second. So that one points to n minus 1. Or n minus I. And then the second points back to the first thing. And then you initialize them both. Damn it to hell. I have the right logic, I just... Ugh, I'm so awful at making these, like knowing the syntax stuff of how to do it. How to do the damn thing. Nope. Oh, I'm not supposed to return anything. Okay. So let me make sure I understand this, and then I'll move on, do one more, and then work on... I think I'm going to do the pop-out terminal thing first. I got time, I'm not doing anything else. No, I got plans. What do you mean? I just said you got plans, bro. I said I'm admiring your planning. Okay. So first, second equals head. Previous. Temp 1, temp 2 equal, okay. So they're just focusing on the ones after. First dot next. So the pointer of where that's supposed to go is now going to get sent to the second position, and then the second pointer is going to get pointed to the next. Yeah. Are you aimlessly coding, or do you have a roadmap in your mind? Oh, is my thing crashing? Lovely. Ah, my OBS is shitting the bed again. Rip the stream if it dies. I'll fault. I have no way of controlling this. Are you aimlessly coding, or do you have a roadmap in your head? Kind of aimlessly coding for the minute. Because the goal roadmap is just to go through jobs and, like, find out what I like. Because right now I kind of don't know what I like in the programming space. I think it's systems, like I think it's lower level stuff. But granted, I've only been exposed to that for like 6 months, or like a year. So I don't really have any precedent to speak on it. I kind of just have to keep doing projects, keep doing internships, figure out what I like, figure out what I don't like. I know I want to code, because I love building stuff. Like, for the longest time I thought I was going to be a mechanical engineer, because I just like to build shit. But then when I realized I can build shit on the computer, I love computers more than a lot of things in my life. So it's kind of like the exact intersection of what I want to do. I kind of just want to build stuff all the time. Alright, anyways. This makes sense, and I was kind of just stupid. Such is life. Let's do one last linked list one, and then I will get out of here. In terms of out of here leetcode, and then I can actually do stuff that I want to do. Okay, we're given the head of the linked list, which contains a series of integers separated by zeros. Okay. For every 2 consecutive zeros. Okay. So it seems like just like an accumulator problem. So there's always something between the two. Okay. So it seems as easy as we just, like, as soon as we encounter a 0, we set our accumulator to 0. Or we add our accumulator to the... So ChatGPT is bump for you, huh? Bump for you? All CEOs tell you that there's no need for developers for the next 5 years. Look, if that happens, unlucky. I have no control over that. Oh, I know that I want to be in this space, so I'm gonna try real hard to be in the space. And if the space doesn't exist, I have no clue. I'll probably still code because I find it fun. But I don't know. I'm not as much as a doomer about AI than other people. Like, do I think it's gonna replace a lot of stuff? Yeah, I'm not stupid. But I don't know. We'll see. I think if we're at the point of like them doing all of developers, it's like I'll just pivot to something else. I want to build stuff. Surely I can build stuff somewhere. Become a mechie or something. Go back to school. It's not that deep. Okay. Anyways. No more doomer. How old are you? I'm 20. Just turned 20. Right? Then pretty much I skip the first one because it's always a 0. Set the accumulator to 0. I then loop over the currents until I encounter a 0. And at the point that I encounter a 0, I append the accumulator. Nope. I have to build a list node. Oh, shit. Okay. My reading comprehension is so bad. I guess this is gonna make me learn how to build a damn list. How do I do this? I'm so bad at constructing these lists. I'm so much better at arrays. So we have dummy and then node, and we're just instantiating them to be a list node. Node.next would just be equal to a list node with the accumulator. Something like that. Boom shakalaka. Cool. How much LeetCode questions have you solved till now, and what difficulty? It's a little bit hard because I've done I like do it on and off. Like I'm really bad. Pretty much until this past like 10-day streak, I've been really bad about doing LeetCode like consistently. So like it says I have 96. But like look, I was like sporadic. I do one, do 4 submissions in a day. For some part of summer break, I did it. And then like dodged it once classes got hard. But I'm getting back to it. And also it doesn't account for the fact that I'm doing neat code. Like I did all these tree problems over the past 10 days. So it's a little bit hard to track, but technically over 100, mostly mediums and easies, because I haven't been like consistent enough to the point where I could comfortably do a hard. I kind of just do these off intuition. which I think will just eventually get better. But anyways, clearly there's a better solution than what I did. So let's figure out what that is. I feel like I did a single pass though, no? Well, next, so yeah, I mean, they're doing the same thing I am. I think I'm gonna consider this a success. And for the love of God, stop. Oh, fuck. I forgot to document. I'll do it later. I'm not even looking at those leetcode ones. Right. That doesn't matter. Okay. Let's get out of these. So, I think I'm going to do the floating terminal first. So essentially what I'm going to do now is, I said this at the beginning of the stream, but when I pressed like leader T in NeoVim, I made like this tmux thing that pops up with this. Cool, right? I just have some gripes with it because it's not in like the current working directory of my thing. So like technically it should be in pages, but it's based on my tmux, which is in nufood. But when I'm in Vim and I'm in like something like daily items, I want it to like when I open it that I open to the next working, like the working directory that I'm in. So yeah, all notes are here. I would like to look at the notes. I guess maybe this is more of an after thing because I'm gonna have to watch the video. I don't know. Float terminal.lua. Like I should learn this, but I also don't need to. I can kind of just not. And I can kind of just edit my thing. Require config.lazy. Okay, I think it's fine. Yeah, I think we're fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. So let's go into plugin and let's go to here. And let's go to here. Keep rolling, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying, man. So he has just plugin. And then in plugin he has that's cool. Float terminal. Okay. And then in float terminal. What is this menu thing? No, I don't want anything to do with that. Copy this. No, did not copy. Copy. So I don't want it as escape. What does this do? I liked it as leader T. But what is this T thing? What does it mean to be in the T part of this? Like, because I know normally it's like normal mode, so what is the T mean in this? Terminal mode. Okay. Exits terminal mode and enters normal mode. Okay. Sure. So then in after plugin, nope. Nope. So just an init. I guess I should just watch the video, but I don't want to. Or I don't want to, at least right now. Term open. I should just watch it, bro. So this is like horrible content, but whatever. Okay. Oh, so it's actually down here. Oh. Oh no, he had something different. So if I did, I should write and code first. So if I did float, okay. So what does it say I can't make? So can I like cd backend? Okay, so I can. And then, oh, that's fucking with my tmux shit too. How do I get out of this? Shit. Okay, that's how you get out. I need to edit my tmux config. How do I do that? Something like that. Nope. Something like that. Nope. What? Here we are. So how can I comment you out? Okay. So now if I do leader T, it's still why? Why? Is it something? Okay, so where do I have that bound in here? Like where do I have leader T? I have this. Oh, so it's here that I need to comment it out actually. So now if I leader T does nothing, but float terminal. Why is it like this? And then I can hit leader T and get out of that and do float terminal again. Seems okay. Okay, I'm understanding it. Okay, so we would want to go back into float terminal. And I do want to set things that he had here. Okay. just want to see if I'm missing anything else. Okay. So I just need to add this thing at the end. I think it was originally escape, right? Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Yeah, escape. And then we would just add down here vim.keymap set. Get it like in normal and terminal mode, space T for me will be toggle terminal. Okay. This kind of stuff is so cool. So then we will say what will meter T will cause toggle terminal. Yeah. Cool. I'm liking that a lot. But the thing I want to make sure it does is like if I'm in, say I'm in like daily items. Okay, it's kind of still like the tmux thing. So why can I not type? I think I'm missing something. Because what? Oh, is it like a Vim mode? Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. I think I'll kind of figure this out at the end. Because does his jump to the right thing? So it is Vim mode. That's interesting. I don't know if I get used to that. That's so weird. Let me make sure what I just had autocomplete with iTerm. I'm pretty sure that was for like a dead project that I already nuked. Yeah, it is actually. So it doesn't matter. Okay. I love autocomplete, man. I love autocomplete. Okay. So what was I gonna do now? Oh yeah, I was gonna catch you guys up. So how I've been working on this like a new food thing. I kind of did like a lot of off-camera work because I streamed yesterday, but then it was so bad because the frames kept dropping and stuff. So I kind of gave up at a certain point. So what I want to do is, or what I did was I went through and I renamed a bunch of stuff in the back end because I hated the naming convention that I had. I also added this all closed flag because for Northwestern over holiday, all the dining halls are closed and then it makes this data look awful. But I think the goal will be, we now have data coming in, like of this location stuff. So if we went like Allison Dining Commons, we have week, and then each day in that week, and then status of closed. So I'm not trying to find a shortcut to code instead of doing hard work because every code have many. What do you mean? Why not try to find shortcuts to code instead of doing hard work because every code have many ways it can be written? That's true, except like the goal of these projects for me is not to just get the end goal. Like, as cheesy as it is, like the journey and not destination thing is I want out of this just to learn because I find it very fun. I don't really like this project is kind of nothing to me. I kind of just want to figure it out. I want to have fun. That's like I'm having fun. I feel like using an AI to write this whole thing. Sure, it could probably do it, and it could probably do the task. But it's not like what I want to do. It's not. I don't know. I don't know if there's a better way to explain it. It's just not fun to me. I want to have fun. I want to go for innovation and experiment instead of focusing on the code yourself. Why not go for innovation and experiment instead of focusing on code itself? I feel like I am kind of going for innovation and experiment. That's all I'm doing. Is I'm trying projects. Like, I didn't know any Go code before this, but now I have a whole like backend in Go. Didn't learn any of them before this like 6 months ago. Now I'm pretty proficient in it. It's just I think I have differing opinions with you on like what is the point of programming. Because for me, it's having fun. Like obviously, I'd like to get a job in it, but if I can't, the whole industry goes away. The whole thing, let's say the whole of AGI comes in. They write all the code. They do everything. I'm still gonna do this because it's still fun. So I think that's just what matters to me, is that it's fun. Okay, regardless, after that whole spiel, where does that land us? That lands us in this front end. I want to create a helper function that if we pass it some locations of like Allison dining commons, we pass it some locations like Sargent, and then it can go through, we find our current date.time, and then we check if within the date, like if we're in the parameters of if it's open, like because we can index it by the day, we can index it by or by the name, and then the day, and then yeah, pretty much. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. Sounds good. So what will we need to do for that? We'll need to come into here. Also, since this is going to be fully back-end, fully front-end, I'm going to see on the front end so I can get my harpoon going. Okay, daily items. And then we're going to go to I think it's in helper. Yeah. So we have the all closed thing, which actually just we don't need anymore. Is open. And then what do we want to take in as parameters for this? I think maybe we take in do I need to take in the visible locations, or can I make them invisible? I can make them invisible. I don't even need to take in a parameter, really. How do I, like, React? How can you change every minute without causing full re-renders? I think that's actually a good ChatGPT question. Is okay. One of my rendering will be something like status open for 53 mins. I want this to dynamically update according to the time in React. How can I do this efficiently? That's not how you spell that. To not cause full re-renders. Instead, just that component. I'll probably pass in my code eventually, but right now I just kind of want to know. Set interval to periodically update the time. Okay. Data for when the location close operations. I don't think that matters much, but calculate remaining time. Oh, okay. Makes sense. And then just every 60 seconds calculate it. Okay. So that's pretty good. So now what will we need? So we need to pass it this close time. Which pretty much just means that we need to gather that. Okay. So I think instead of a helper function, no, I think I still make a helper function. Export const close times, and then I'm going to take in the data, like the operation hours, and types. Yeah. So I'm going to take in that, and I'm going to return, what am I going to return? I'm going to return a string of closing times. Yeah? Or what type? It's a type of date. Okay. I don't think I can do type date. Unless, can I make, how do you make a type of date? I have data that comes in. I guess I should just look it up. Let's learn. TypeScript, how to make a date object. Also create a date object with specific values. Or do I even want that? I kind of don't. I think I'm just going to take it in as a string of the closing time. I think a string works just fine. Yeah. I think a string works just fine. Because realistically, like, taking the... Oh, I haven't renamed this stuff, or whatever. Taking the data and return a array of strings, or it should be map. it should be something like Allison would map to, I don't know, what's a military time, like 1730. I think I'm liking this. Am I liking that? Or I should do something like this, where it's something like this a little bit something like this. I don't know, something like that. Because then does it, I could just have start hour, start minutes. Like, let's see what ChatGPT has to say. Because this would be my thought process, but maybe there's a more efficient way. So you would make a date object. Interesting. Okay. Is this efficient though, really? Like, is this very efficient? Calculate remaining time. If the hours are greater, okay, yeah, sure. And then just calculate that every 30 seconds. I mean, every 60 seconds. Okay. Okay. So then we really just want to pass these back. So it's really just like parse locations. And then we return an array of, or no, like get day, like get the daily version times. Long ass title, but I don't care. This is going to return then. What is it going to return? Pretty much want a mapping of strings to this. Is what I want. So export interface is going to be location hours is just gonna map now. How do I do this? I have to make type of map in script. Is it literally map? I feel like it's map. Ah, yeah. key will be of type string, and the return value will be of type hour. Yeah, I'm liking that. Of course. And then what are we going to do? We're going to say locations equals we're going to use pretty much take you, or take you. That should be a const. And then for the locations, I'm going to need their exact date, actually, because then I can just index into them. Where are you? Where are you? My nicely formatted data. I think it was 6. Yeah, 5, 6. Pretty much just need to find. Or technically, will it always come in? It should always come in this format, but whatever. And then what am I missing? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing elder. Elder dining commons. Okay, cool. So Allison dining commons. Elder dining commons, Allison dining commons, Sergeant dining commons. And then Plex is Foster Walker Plex East. And this, I'm assuming, is Foster Walker Plex West and Market. Okay. And then what we can do is we then loop over our data. I think there's a good JavaScript function for this, but I'm kind of forgetting it. Like do something like locations dot like I can just map over it, right? I could just, I'll just write it normally how I would do it. So I think you can do for a location, or like for each. How does for each loops work though? I remember I have a for each in util, I think. Come down here. So for const location in locations, what I want to do is I want to var results is going to be of type res at location is going to be equal to data at location. Well, but then we need to get into it, right? Yeah. Oh, it's also indexing by the name. Shit. Okay, a little bit of oversight on my opinion. A little bit of oversight on my end. A little bit of oversight. So we need to loop over these things and then check if the name. Or no, so we have these things. Can I do find? Is data dot. Wait, how is this defined? Oh, okay, so it's an array of these. So dot find. How do I find something like that as an object though? What does find as? Returns the value of the first element of the array where predicate is true. So find God, I don't know how to do this. I just need like the index of the name. So how do we're gonna go to ChatGPT because I'm really bad at TypeScript. Hee. I don't know how you tell. Dude. Okay. Yeah. Say I have an array of this and I want to and a specific name of the location is in the array. How do I do that? I.e. I want to get the data of something like test that's in the array. Yeah, sure. This is what I want. So I'd take in a location. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I've seen this type of syntax before. Okay. So coming back to here, I would find locate. I would find yeah, take in the location, and then where shoot. Where lock equals location dot. Right. Okay, so this is like the location data. I'm just doing this bad, and then I'm gonna fix it. And by fix it, I mean ChatGPT will fix it, but I gotta learn. Parameter implicitly has an any type? How? How is this an any type? Oh, am I not importing it? Operation hours data. What? What? It should just be operation hours data. The rate types have... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dude, it's because in Go they do. You're my savior. In Go they have this, and I've been working in like, I did like 4 hours of the backend work in Go last night. Oh, thank you so much. You're my savior. Const location. How does location have an any? Do you want this? Do you want that? How is this an any type? What is a for each loop in JavaScript? You've got to be kidding me. Oh, should I just do that instead? Okay. And then I take in... take in the location. Okay. I take in the location, and then I produce this bad boy. Everything is yelling at me. This is quite funny. Dude. This is like the fun part of programming though. I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm just kind of vibing out. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then we need to declare this as like a function. Because how else would it know that this is a callback? It's less yelling at me again. Banger. Okay. So now you know what I kind of want to do? Like, I kind of want to make the return value, like, because I have, in this, like, it's just Elder Sergeant Alice. Like, I don't want the whole names. So how can I do that? What's a nicer way to do that? I have no clue. So for now, I'm not going to. I'm just going to figure that out later. Okay, so the location data is now going to return us this whole thing. So what we need to do is we need to determine the date.time, or date. We need to determine the dates to see where we're going to index into the week. And then, yeah. This is what I'm going to do. This is what we're doing. We're moving. So it gives us a status of closed. Is that real? Because in this thing, so it does give us a status of closed and the hours. Is that closed because it's closed now, or it's just closed? Closed. Because like it's closed for the day. Wait, why do they do this like this? I hate this Dine on Campus API so much because status closed. Closed? True. Sure. Why not? Like, why not double the data? Who cares? Who cares? I love doubling data. Me personally. Okay. So I guess do I make the return value either closed or the time, or do I? It's so upsetting that the data is just that bad. What do I think? What do I think is best? I think for now I'll just do the hours and then I'll calculate them, and then I might go back and like add like a pre-check of like if it's closed, then like don't even calculate the minutes because it's just closed regardless. But whatever. So what is this gonna have? This is gonna have a type of operation hours data. Type undefined. Okay, how's this one undefined? Wait, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. Because this should be... It will always be here. So we can just cast that. Can I? I thought I could cast that. What am I doing wrong? Why is this yelling at me? Why is this yelling at me? Since it's my data, I can confirm it will always be found. So I don't want the or null. Oh, some syntax sugar for me. A little bang operator for the gentleman. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, then I need to find the current time. Do I? No, I don't. All I'm returning is the closing times. Or is it mapped to operation times? Right, that's what this is. No, it's just a map to the hours. Wait. Okay. So res, can I do something like this? Where it's res at the location equals location data dot hour. But I need the current thing. I keep forgetting. Okay. So const I can just take this. Hit it with this. Is the no, not current hour, I want current day. Get day. Gets the day of the week, returns. Okay, but how? So day of the week is a number. Assume you're from Long Island? Dude, I'm not from Long Island. I'm from Chicago. Okay, so that's actually a number, which is like very nice, because then I should be able to do it at current day. And then type day is missing the following properties. But week is just, week is an array of days, so why can't I index like this? Oh, and then do I do dot hours? Hours are null is not assignable. Type hour. Bang. Got 1 subscriber. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So each day has... Why does it have an array of hours again? Oh, because the API is stupid is actually the right answer, is because they made it an array. So we're always going to zero index. So the hours at 0. Object is possibly null. Is it? Is it actually? How'd you get started with the Dine on Campus API? Did you find any docs? Dude, I'm full raw dogging it. You know what I actually did? Is obviously like Northwestern uses Dine on Campus, and I knew they had a website. So I literally just opened their fucking console. And I was like, huh. If I go to menu, I go to hours, or if I go to like menus, go to what's on the menu, they just have the calls. And then I had to figure out, like, they have like some weird hashing shit here that I dislike, where it's like this technically corresponds with like a certain location on my campus, like a dining hall. And so does this platform has stuff, and there's more hashing and stuff. That's all in if I cd back and hit it with one of these, go to scraper. Like, I had to figure out how to parse these things, like that Allison responds to this hash, and that the different times of day have different hash. I just had to figure that out myself. But yeah, I saw that in API, and I was like, technically, I can work with that. Because for some reason, they don't check permissions. Like, anyone has authorization to these. Which, like, fair, I guess. It's like nobody's going to do anything bad with this data, you know? And here I am being a little nerd on Christmas writing code for it. Isn't that funny? Okay, so technically it can be null, which I really don't like. Let me go to like... These all have hours. But for some reason... Oh, no, they don't. Okay, look at me. Look at past Aiden. Okay. He's making sure that there are hours. Okay. Sure. So, instead, let's change this to, so what would this give me? This would give me a day. So location day. And then we can do if location day dot hours. Then we hit it with, yeah. Then we hit it with one of these. Dude, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate how in TypeScript you have to wrap. Else, we're just gonna say pretty similar, but shoot. I need hours to either be like if it's there or it's closed. So this actually needs to map to either an hour or... Do I make it a string? Do I make it a string and then I can say like closed? Or do I just set it to null? Do I make it a string or do I set it to null? Any thoughts, guys? I don't know if anyone's watching, actually. What do I think is best? I'm leaning kind of string because the way I'm going to use this is like conditionally rendering stuff. But I guess I could also just check if it's like a null check is kind of easier actually. Because if you do the null, like if it's null, then you know you didn't have hours, so you know it's closed. Yeah. Lean in it, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so how do I do this? Because that's like, this is like, I'm at the point where my JavaScript capabilities are like gone. So make this function better, function more TypeScripty. I don't know. That's the functionality I want, but no, but I don't want to map to a day. Okay, so this is wrong. This is actually just like not right. It's just not what I want. But I guess I should add some asserts. I should add that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now, if I do this, so if I call this with the data that I have, I hate the spacing in this. Whatever, I'll come back later. Come into here. Come in here, and then on mount, this like fetch data stuff. I want to, what do I want to do? Well, I want initially to have so this is going to be an array of location to hours. Or no, not an array of that. It's just going to be a map of this. Yeah. Okay, and then all I need to know from that is that I'm passing the data to it. Right? Yeah. And then down here, I will always have location data. So I can because both of these have it, right? Yeah, they both have location location operations. So I can set location operation hours to, what did I call that function? Get daily operating. And then pass in our data dot location operations. Kind of raw dogging it, but like should also work. Let me just console.log this. See if I'm getting anything or if it's going to kill itself. Undefined. Oh, is it not spun up? Oh, it is. It's spun up, so what's happening? Course failure. What? Course failure. I haven't gotten a course error in so long. Wait, why? Maybe it wasn't initialized. Okay, it just wasn't initialized. Failed to fetch data though. What's the error? 500 internal server. Do I get any data? I got no error code back. Oh, shit. I should see if general data was working. Nope. Is this working? No body returned. What is happening? Oh, because that's the scrape. What happens if I actually want? I actually want the operating time. Or I guess I should just go to this. Is it just returning nothing? Why is that giving me an error? I thought I fixed that last time. What is it? Is it not operating times? Okay, so that's here. But why am I getting no data? Like, if I go to this, like, it shouldn't be returning an error. Is it because I should be having this first? No, but that's fine, because there will be something in the data. Oh, it's because it's... Yeah. I'm using the same base. Okay, this is like a stupid thing to talk about. But essentially, I'm using the same database locally and for the actual thing. And for the actual thing, I have a cron job set up to, like, scrape every day, right? But to scrape every day, then uses the old code because I haven't, like, this is on a development branch. So I just need to scrape. Yeah. And then once this is done, this should be fine. Nope, data is undefined. Why would you be undefined? Because I have to pass in the data. Because I have to pass in the data. It's not undefined. Location operating times. Oh, it's because I changed this. Which means I should also change that in the util help data. Unless I already did. I already did. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Look at that. Look at that. We get them all. Very cool. Very cool, very cool. Okay. Now what do I need to do? Okay, last thing I need to do is that I need to just go through and do pretty much what it gave me earlier, which is make another component. Like this. And then return them for each of them. Okay. And these are the keys of Elder, Allison, Sergeant, Flex East, Flex West. Oh, that's smart. And then I need to map over and then okay. It should work now. Yeah, buddy. Cool, 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 cool. So now under each one, I will then, under each rendering, look at this location. Ah, dude, this component's getting so big. I need to figure out how to get it down. Well, first let's make the component. And by that I mean take the earlier implementation here. Okay. I need to get into components. And then what did they call this? Just the status. We're gonna take in hour, and we're gonna take in. No, we're just gonna take an hour. Actually, that's all we need. And that's from types, operation types. Okay. So I should, as like a sanity check, all I'm gonna do is in daily items, like right above here, I'm just gonna do what's the example usage? Okay. But how would I call that on a multitude of things, like array of hours? How would I do that? If I want statuses for each of them. No, like I want to call it for each individually. This is stupid. I can just, let me just test it with doing, what is it even called? Status. Well, I'll just conditionally render it. So, what do I call it? I call the location something. Come on, LSP. Don't do me dirty now. It's location operation hours. Or is it? How do I do this? Oh, I gotta start off with that. Yeah. Import status. What's up, son? I am 20. I'm 20. Oh, because it's export default. Sure, it's export default. That makes sense. Then we'll do that, and then we'll do, so it's a map. So we're gonna index that at elder. As our. Nope, don't have that imported right now. Well, we're about to import it. There you go. What are you working on? Essentially, this like little app. Oh, also very cool here. essentially, like, I go to Northwestern, and the Dine on Campus app, like, for how you find food on campus of, like, the dining halls, like, dude, it sucks. It sucks so bad. It's so slow. On every page load is so slow. You can't, like, navigate things nicely, and, like, the website is fine. It's just slow and clunky. So I'm pretty much making it something that just tailors to my needs. So, like, I made a back end where, like, I'm plugging into their APIs. I'm parsing the things for what I want to parse. I'm also adding, like, users can, like, select their favorite items, and then, like, well, on days where you can have, on days, like, where that item exists, it, like, shows up as a little thing, like, hey, go here. Like, the food you like is here. Um, because I think it's much nicer to not have, like, a time-consuming thing. I kind of just want to know where I want to go. So, yeah. It's essentially what this is. Also, this is good. Status open for closed. The wording is wrong, but, like, I kind of only wanted, I mean, that's just GBT. Very cool. It's a good optimization project. Yeah, pretty much. I'm, like, trying to add good principles of, like, I make one fetch for, like, a lot of stuff, and then store it in the session storage. You're making it public. I mean, the app is public. Yeah. Pretty much just making it for my school, but also for myself, you know? Like, if anyone at my school wants to use it, it's, like, written so that anyone can use it. Obviously, I don't know why you would use it if you weren't a Northwestern student. But this is pretty much just, like, I wanted something, so I'm building it. Because unironically, like, even when this was, like, in a worse state, like, now I'm, like, having operation hours, I'm telling you when stuff is closed, like, I'm adding favorites and stuff like that. Literally alone of just the fact that I can make one fetch call and I don't have to wait for everything to load. Like, on Dine on Campus, if you hit, like, a dining hall, that's a page load. If you hit into, like, lunch, dinner, or breakfast, that's individual page loads that take, like, 2-3 seconds each time. So, yeah. Just the fact that I can hit a main page and then all the data will be there, like, in a second and not change, like, that's all I wanted, bro. Hours is not defined. Why is hours not defined? What is undefined at 128? Oh, because it was undefined for, like, a second. Sure. Oof. Yeah. No, that app sucks. Show it to admin, maybe they'll hire me? Dude, maybe. There's one dude at Northwestern made this, like, thing called Paper. It's like the schedule planner, and they made, like, the app is wonderfully designed. And then he, like, hooked into IT, so, like, he now gets, like, all the data straight from Northwestern. It's pretty cool. So maybe if this, like, goes well, I'll do that. But yeah. What am I thinking of? Okay, I need to. So now that I have this status thing going, I will need to style it this. Something for the resume, dude. Why do you think I'm here? Code every day until I get a job, man. It is definitely a resume item, but also it's just, like, the whole reason I'm in CS is because I want to build stuff. And, like, this is something, like, this is, like, the whole reason I'm in CS. I want to be able to build stuff like this. Okay, so we have status open for closed. Making your own tools is the way to go. I'm taking a break from mine. Oh, that's super cool, actually. I haven't really gotten into data science as much as I wish I would have, or wish I could have. Because technically I have a minor in data science, but I, like, haven't touched that stuff. But it seems so cool. Technically, like, probably more AI proof too. Yeah. Okay. So why is this returning closed? Why is remaining time closed? Can jump in easily. I could be convinced. Oh, okay. Because for here we have closed, which is correct. It is closed right now. So now something we need to do is we need to make sure that this is looping under for each one, and then hooking into the location name. Okay, how can I do that? How can I do that? I should probably put them, like the location grid and this in a div together. BA in math. Dude, that's so sick. I'm like, okay, I'm like decent at math, but some of my friends like that are doing like CS plus math, I admire you guys so much. I looked at a real analysis thing and I'm trying to go as far away from that as I can. That stuff is like capital S scary. No, thank you. Okay, so what did I think? I think I want to put it in, this is actually a great thing to use ChatGPT for, because I know like what I want to do, but I don't know. Okay, I think I should make a div for this status and location item grid of each. Like that's what I think. My goal is for each location to have the status right in it. Yeah. Dude, fuck that. Fuck real analysis. What is like data science as like a field though? It's like I know what it is academically, but like what does a job look like? You're just parsing data all day? Using a wrapper. As I understand it, it's data modeling and cleaning. Okay, so it is literally just janitorial work, dude. I mean, that could still be fun, I guess. If you could convince yourself that it's fun. Oh, God. That's not what I want. My problem is these components are getting so big that, like, better than 1750 an hour, dude. Preach. Every internship I'm applying to. Okay, I haven't even gotten, like, any interviews. Because, I don't know, my resume is bad, people hate me, I don't know. Everywhere I'm applying, like, isn't even, like, paying decent. So it's like, whatever. I'm not smart enough to be a quant. I don't want to be a quant. I don't want to go into the finance stuff like that. But like, dude, that money. When I look at like anything of probably where I'm gonna go into is like, I just want to build stuff, which typically doesn't happen at like those gigantic finance things. So it's like a mix of passion. Best of luck on this, dude. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, my GitHub should be in the description. Pretty sure. I'd love to connect. Also, my LinkedIn. I'd love to connect. Best of luck in your search, too. Okay. If you're getting back to it, I should get back to it. Sure thing. Peace. Have a good night, man. I guess I could just do, just hit it with this. I'm chilling. Okay. Okay. Sorry, I had to mute for a second. Yeah. Add a little comma there. And then right so I want it essentially like, I want it here. I want it right under the name. So okay, so here's location. Okay. So then I'm thinking, let's just have a similar thing, but instead we have it for type hour or null. Wait, why? Oh, because I have to do because I need to do the status thing. So instead of this, it actually wouldn't be, you wouldn't style it like that. You would do status. Daily item. So you do status hours equal location, operation hours at location. And then at the end of this, you would have a bang bang. Nope, wrong one. There you go. But it's not null. Actually, I do need to have it be able to take in null. So we'll go into here. We'll go into here, and then we need to first check if. How do you do null checks? Okay, so it is just that. Just return. Okay. So now we're here, we're moving. Location operation hours is undefined. Why? Why is it undefined? Why would it be undefined? What? Did I set it as, is this possibly undefined? No. Hmm? Wait, but why? Why is it saying? Right, once I fix this, I'm going to bed. Oh, because it could have a null value here. Damn it to hell. Okay, so I just have to check it here. Or is it undefined? It's undefined. So I gotta check if it's undefined, which is pretty easy. It's just doing this. And I guess for now on, I just won't have another operation, but whatever. What? That is not what I expected at all. Why is it only appearing here once? What? What? Oh, there you go. Oh, so I just had to write a file. Cool. Okay. I definitely gotta change this open for closed thing. Maybe I have it like green if it's open. Okay, but now we can just do some quick stuff in here. Be like, actually this is, I'm gonna have to change it a lot later, so I just want to mock some stuff, so I'll give it to ChatGPT. So change this such that if it's closed, it returns, I don't know, red text that says status closed, and if not, it returns the open data. It returns the status. Time diff or something like that. Green. Yeah. Something super simple, and then I'll go back through and I'll change this to look actually somewhat decent. Oh god. I'm using Tailwind. Smiley face. Oh, I'll just go back and make this look better. You aiming to learn front end or back end, or mostly back end? Kind of both right now. My goal, like, in general, is just to learn as much as I can, to be honest. Because I'm really new to programming. And by that I mean, like, I'm like a year in, or like a year and a half in. That's very cool. I like that a lot. So I'm kind of just wanting to touch everything. But right now, since I'm making like a web app, I'm kind of forced to learn front end. But my heart is with the back end. Like, I have so much more fun writing like Go. You in school? Yeah, I'm a sophomore at Northwestern. Okay, this is good. This is good progress. So I think I will. Let's see if I can run a little npm run dev. Nope, that's not what I want. I'm gonna run build. I want to make sure I can build. I can't. Oh, that's just because I read them in, but I don't use them anymore. Build. We good? We're good. How's the leetcode grind going? Just finished up with the essay and feel a lot more comfortable doing it. Dude, I'm waiting to get in your spot. I'm still very bad. I just want to test everything, make sure everything's working. Cool. LeetCode is hard for me. I need to go back through and like actually start memorizing or not memorizing, but like fully teach myself the data structures and algorithms, because like I took the class, but then I never applied them. So it's like I know of the stuff, like I know of a heap, I know of a tree, I know of this, but I'm just so out of practice because when I'm making a project, like I never use it really. Like I'm using basic arrays, I'm using basic problem solving, but it's not like a competitive programming where it's like traverse a linked list and then reverse it halfway through and then reconnect the pointers and shit. Like I don't know. That's a long story for it's a skill issue, and I need to get better. Anyways, build info. I don't know why I'm pushing that, but whatever. I don't really care. Like that commit message, the unholy location operating times variable name rewrite. Okay, so what is this? This is status bar front end. This is a feature. And we will hit the little git push. I definitely should have tested this with like the stuff that's open, like if the data is open. But I really should do that actually. Can I edit this? What day is it? It's so Sunday's the 0th day. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So what if I just like it's 11 p.m., which means I would need this. What if I just make this 24? Can I edit this? Why can I not edit it, bro? Oh my god, I hate. Like, why can I not rename this? What? Why is this so complicated for literally? I just want to double click and edit this. Hello? Oh. Dude, this is gonna make me lose my mind. I can also just pretend the code is in here. Like just for a quick test and be like, no, I'm gonna have to make a whole array of operation hours data. Shit. I don't want to do that. I so should, but I really don't want to. So we're gonna add it as a to-do, and then I'm gonna end. To-do, make a test for when it's open time. This is not the most fun thing to make over break because there's literally no data ever. Regardless. I think I'm gonna end there. This was a good stream. I did some lead code and then finished these status bars, which is cool. I should probably do more lead code than project, but whatever. Thanks for stopping by. Peace out.